Reporting from the apocalypse, as our friend on the internet, Pockets of the Future, say, shout outs. But it's too true. And I'm just going to give you a little testimony on some more targeting individual experiences. I'm going to read my Facebook post because I worked hard on it and make it easy on you. So, someone in a van almost ran me off the highway today. Ran into me by cutting me off. Almost. 6167 meets 55. I then had several other vehicular anomalies occur during my ride back to Illinois from the MO recently, okay? And fuck the reading, I'm just gonna talk to you. What happened was, it's one of those things where when we try to describe to people how we're being harassed at jobs, and when it's on a certain level of sophistication and consistency, that it happens, you obviously are tuned in that you're plucked out, marked by an unconstitutional group fed by the power vacuum JFK warned us about. Not the only one that warned us either. Okay? So this should not be that far out there. I made several other videos regarding, different tactics they do and use against people that are targeted. And the reason I do these videos aren't just for me, it's actually for their validation, their sanity, and their protection, especially when you have a person talking of these incidences who you couldn't how could they be, they really seem so smart in other areas, damn it, they lost us there. Well, chances are we lost you because we found something, and something else is trying to find us, but Satan will not persevere, or that dark consciousness will not prevail, or that unconsciousness shall not prevail, whatever we want to call it. But we don't want to represent anything that destroys this planet. And at this point in time, folks, what does it matter to make money when our planet is going down the tubes? Who really gives a shit about making money at this point compared to making a positive difference for the planet? And yeah, I know we need money to live, but you do know that's printed by a private bank that we don't vote for. So why don't we change a few things and make it easier on ourselves? But we will have to get off our ass and start thinking for ourselves and using our heart and common sense. I did this video about road harassment, another form of gang stalking. This is not the first time such has happened to me, but it was an increased amount today. But it was because on my way out to Missouri from Illinois, where I live, Nashville, Illinois, I was pointing out to the chemtrails in the sky to several cars. And this is what I was doing. What is that? What is that? Just trying to get their attention, right? And I was successful. I'm sure I've got a few people to spark the thought of what is happening to my blue sky? Why is that? Are those contrails really? Now dig a little deeper and you're going to find out they're not. Of course they're not contrails. Of course they're not contrails. And if you have any awakening in your spirit, I think you would feel that. So this was in coordinates to my bravery on the American highway of being the people's awareness for a moment. Hey, you need to pay attention to this. Hey, I didn't vote for that. You didn't vote for that. Get it out of here. And we want to have a conversation before any of this bullshit ever happens again. Or whoever had the power to do that will have nothing from us because they have not earned our trust. They've thrown it out the window. So I'm just saying, for my people that are coming up saying, I'm having an issue at a job, or I'm having an issue with this, and it really doesn't match your world, take a little extra time to dig deeper and really find out what's going on, because you'll find out that some of these tactics they use to harass us could borderline mimic mental issue disorders, which would be their kind of aim, if you know how they get down. And I'm not saying they as in one person, but just that unconscious blob of just got to do a job to make money. I take orders. I don't, that unawareness notion, emotion. We're not on that. Liberators or imagine all the people kind of thing, and we're going to get there because God didn't put us on no bullshit mission that can't be finished. I don't believe that for a minute. From my JFKs to my John Lennons to my MLKs to my Malcolms to even someone like Edward Snowden, who exposed a bunch of stuff, and now some of this country want him as a traitor, and the other want him exonerated as a patriot. Well, if it's for the people, it's patriotic, period. And no more can things be in the name of national security, which really means security for a small group of people in a power vacuum who don't want their asses exposed to the public. That's what it comes down to, folks, nowadays. So I'm not going to get into all that. You know, I can get onto some other subjects, but I'll save that for another video as far as my view on such topics as ETs and light ships in the sky and, you know, have we other things out there, and does the military know? Does the uppers know? Well, I think a lot of us that are awake pretty much know that answer, but that's for another topic. But God bless, love your perpetrators. They do piss us off, but understand they're probably not doing something they really want to do anyway. But it is up to us to follow through and start snapping them a little bit out of the hypnosis. Like, we're human beings. You can't just get told some shit and then go hurt or harass people and think you're doing some kind of justice in society. The ones that are the most filthy, the ones that are the most corrupt, the ones that are the most dangerous out there are definitely not going to be us. It's the opposite. They'd be the same ones passing this legislation to get people like us harassed and make it a hard time on our ass to reach you and speak to you. Let's hope this internet prevails. If the people got to build our own fucking servers, we will. If they try to take our internet, we'll put our own internet back. Word on the people. It's tootrue.com. Check out the music if you get a chance. We're always rocking and rolling, keeping it from the spirit, just like the mentors taught me, and we're going to keep moving like that. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas.